family. Welcome back, gods and goddesses. I know it's been way too long since I made a spiritual video. Like I said, I'm balancing things out. And I keep saying that I am going to be making like cooking videos, but I haven't got around to it. Okay. Like I be so like in the midst of like, let me cook, and I don't need to vlog everything, every part of my life. Okay. But I'm gonna do it for y'all. I'm gonna show y'all, how I made these bomb vegan tacos. When I tried this, y'all, I was like, I haven't had a taco like in so long. So tasting it made me realize, like, bro, this is something that I'm missing out on. So, I gotta come through and make the video. I'm definitely gonna come through and make the video, because if you have not tried a vegan taco, you're gonna try it. And mind you, it do taste like a real taco. Like, it tastes like real taco. Like, the meat is already seasoned. Ooh, I'm telling y'all, get on that Morningstar vibe. But anyways, okay, we're off topic. We're gonna get back on topic. So I wanted to talk about relationships. Haven't touched base on this in a while, but I also want to talk about knowing your worth when it comes down to a relationship. The reason I'm choosing this topic is because, I don't know, like, a lot of people are in relationships and a lot of people don't know the information that I know. So it's like, once the relationship ends, it's like, I wish I would have known this. So now I'm telling y'all what y'all should know before you get in a relationship, or at least giving y'all some like advice. Okay. Number one, pay attention to red flags. If this person, whoever, female or male, if this person is giving you a sign, and your intuition, your heart is telling you, your soul is telling you, I'm not really feeling that, go with that thought. Okay. Like, don't question yourself, because if it's questionable, then like, why, like, what's the baiting? Like, what are you going against per se? Another thing that I want to say is, number one, pay attention to red flags. Number two, know your worth. Like, don't take these red flags and just be like, man, that's just one. Because at the end of the day, they gonna keep adding up, and then once they get added up, that's all these red flags tell you how much you really care about yourself, like the self-respect, the self-love, the self-worth, all of that stuff. Like, if I see one red flag, that's enough for me. I'm gonna be like, you know what, that was my standard. Like, you didn't even meet my standards, so moving on. Okay. I'm quick to cut people off, don't play. But that's just me knowing my worth. Like, I don't have time for games. Like, I'm not a little kid. I am a grown woman, like a grown young adult, let's put it like that. Like, I'm wise. Like, yeah, I look like a little kid, okay, like sometimes, but majority of the time, like, my mindset, like, you just can't say that I'm a regular, you can't say I'm a teenager. You just can't say I'm a teenager. It don't fit with me, period. And it's not just because of the stuff that I know, but it's how I carry myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, my soul is alive, so I carry myself like I am alive. But that's just that right there. Like, I'm not gonna lower my standards to meet someone's ego, to make them feel good about themselves. If I don't like what you're doing, or if I don't like how you're moving, then I'm gonna move the other way, and you can continue moving that way, but over there. Okay. And don't be like, don't lose yourself trying to be egotistical. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Who don't want to be all loved up on and kissed on and hugged on and booed up with their partner? Who don't want that? Like, that's actually normal. It's natural for you to want that, especially since, like, people, we older, we've been through relationships. Like, just don't be attached to it. Like, if you're going to have a partner, make sure that y'all can have a conversation that it has no limit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could just naturally go on. Like, that is great. That is beautiful. But don't create a relationship based off, like, I'm attracted to the physical. Like, don't get in a relationship over lust. Perfect. Don't get in a relationship over lust. Like, prime example, if I was to get in a relationship, I would like to sit down and talk. I would like to know what my partner is like, my significant other. I would like to know about this person. I would like to know where his mindset is, what his goals are, and I would like to feel comfortable with them. You know, like, first time talking to them, like, I wanted to just be like, bro, like, we click like that. I don't want it to be like, I don't want it to be like that, because that's a red flag. Like, you're so comfortable with yourself, you quick to cut people off. Okay, like, give people a chance. And if your soul is telling you, like, just be patient with this person and things will form, then yeah, give it time. Like, things can, like, form into something greater than what you think is destined for. But also pay it, like, the first impressions is actually just enough for you to make a decision. Okay, if you feel like this person is like and your soul telling you to, like, just be patient, be patient. But if you first meet somebody and like it's a negative go with that. And your soul telling you to move on, do that. Like, your soul, do you know how powerful your soul is? Like, that's the closest thing you can get to feeling and communicating with God. That's the closest thing you're going to get. Like, yourself, you're the closest to God, especially when you're woke. Like, you know things, you feel energy, you know that vibrations, it's not just words. Vibrations come in many different forms. So if you feel a vibe from this person and it's negative and it don't sit right in your soul, then move forward. Okay, like, don't limit yourself, don't set yourself behind, and don't set yourself up to meet somebody's, to meet someone else's standards, like, to make you look good. Like, don't put up a front for an image. Okay, but yeah, most of all, like, it's a feeling. Like, if you know that you're supposed to be with somebody or that you're not, it's going to be a feeling, and listen to that feeling. Okay, don't force anything either. Like, if it don't come natural, red flag. Like, these red flags, you're not really gonna catch them like that unless you really take the extra second to think. And the extra second to think is that extra thought. And the extra thought is something that can magnify, advance your thought pattern, can advance your mindset and give you a better perspective. Listen to your soul and pay attention. Okay, so I don't know what number I was on, but y'all get this. Y'all get the whole point of this. Follow your soul. Listen to intuition. No. Listen to your intuition. Follow your soul. You know what I'm saying. I'm going to talk about toxicity. Now, if you know that you're getting that vibe that first time, move forward. Red flag. Like, why waste your time? Why waste your time? Like, do you know the actual definition of toxicity? I don't know either, but I'm gonna put it right there. Exactly. You don't want to be in a toxic relationship because you don't get far. You don't go anywhere, actually. You stay in the same little circle, and who wants to keep repeating? Like, who wants to run off a hamster wheel? I don't want to run off a hamster wheel. If you want to run 4 laps, run that mile, do that. But don't stay in that experience. Experience it and move on and grow. Like, if you stay in the same cycle, like, you stay on that same level, that's like me repeating the same mission over and over. You don't go anywhere. Like, you don't go to the next level. Like, especially when you're not passing that mission, you're not going to go anywhere. So don't run in circles. Run in a straight line. Like, get as far as you can. Like, rise as far as you can. Like, period. Who don't want that? Like, if you don't want that for yourself and you rather choose toxicity over moving forward and growing, that's on you. Like, we have free will. We have free will. But I do want you to know there's consequences to every action. Like, if you're going to be a negative person, that's free will. No one said that you can't do that. Create that own reality for yourself. No one else, like I said, you're the closest person to God. So if I want to be negative, I'm going to manifest a negative reality, and I'm going to get that energy right back, because that's just how the universe is. It's just one. So if I'm putting out with negative energy and I'm living in this big old circle, this big old one universe, I manifested that because I created that negative energy. So what do you think? Like, it's gonna come back to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you just don't want to do that. So move forward, okay? It's so, like, don't stay stuck in your past. And I do want to say, live a little bit though. Live a little bit. Some people you might feel like you good, you know, like you don't need no person, you don't need nobody for you to feel the way you feel, and that's okay, because I totally get it. But you also want to live a little bit. Like, we have an ego, and we have a higher self, we have a lower self. Let your lower self live a little bit. Just don't do it in a negative way. And that's where your mindset come in. Like, you will pay attention to these red signs and these red flags when you're conscious. Okay, and when you're conscious, that's when you can put these pieces together, you know, because you're getting that extra thought. So you're being patient with it, you know. So when you're patient with it, you actually learn a little bit more. And when you learn a little bit more, you make better decisions. So take time with yourself. Learn how to observe. You don't have to always react either. And look a little bit, okay? But be smart, be wise with it. Don't be dumb, because you're going to get dumb. You're going to get dumb energy, dumb decisions, dumb consequences back, okay? I love y'all so much. Peace to your family.